and welcome to my channel. If you enjoy this video and the other content here, please consider liking and subscribing. And if you want to be a part of our community, we have a Discord server which will be linked below in the description. But without further ado, sit back, take a deep breath, and relax. And I hope you enjoy the video. Hello. Are you alright? Yes. Come in. You must be soaked. Were you caught in the storm? How long have you been out there? Oh, well, that's not good. Hang your cloak up. I'll chuck a couple extra logs on the fire for you. There's a blanket in the top drawer over there. Feel free to wrap up and take a seat by the fire. Here. It'll warm you up. It's mainly milk, honey, and cinnamon, amongst other things. It's one of my favourite drinks. I know, right? I told you it was good. My name's Myphrys, and you are? Nice to meet you. Oh, no need to thank me. I rarely have any company out here in the middle of the forest, so you're a welcome change of pace. Oh, sorry. Let me clear the table for you. I was about to do a card reading for myself. Actually, if you want to pass the time, I'd be happy to do one for you. I'm a popular mystic in the city of Solaria. I even gave a reading to Lord Breton himself. Oh, that's where you're headed. Well, you're on the right track. About a day's walk out. I'm actually taking a bit of a break from the city right now. My main home is located there. I just come out here now and again to spend time reconnecting with the world and myself. City life is good, but sometimes a little too noisy for my tastes. So, would you care for a reading, traveller? Of course. It would be my pleasure. Well, the storm's likely to last for a while, so I'll do 2 different readings for you. Firstly, one for the week ahead, and then I'll do one for the specific situation that you'd wish to inquire about. Okay. Whilst I shuffle the cards, please do tell me about yourself. What business brings you to Solaria? So you... Okay. Just exploring the world then, I see. And where are you originally from? Honey Hill. I heard of it. A quiet little town, I believe. Famed for, well, honey. So, home is quite a way away. You've travelled for some time then, I presume. You must have seen a lot on your travels then. What kind of places have you been to? Oh, wow. Avarice. I've always wanted to visit myself. Is the coffee as good as people say it is? Oh, I simply must plan a visit then. Perhaps you can be my guide sometime. If you could shuffle the deck yourself now, really focus on channeling your energies into the cards. Shuffle in any way you'd like, and for as long as you'd wish. You don't need to do any fancy card tricks, don't worry. So, do you have family back in Honey Hill? I see. And do you plan on heading back home at any point in the future? And why did you start travelling in the first place? And what was it that called you to explore the world outside your own? apologise for all of the questions. It's just best to get a good foundation before performing a reading. Shuffled to your satisfaction, traveller. Well then, allow us to begin. As I said, this first reading will be for the coming week. The first card will be today, the next tomorrow, and so on until day 7. And then the 8th card will be for the week overall. Now, it is important for you to remember that the cards are guides. We are asking the spirits for guidance and messages that will be poignant to you in this moment. These cards do not represent a future that is set in stone, but instead the future that will occur if the energies you are giving out now continue on. Your future, your fate, your destiny will always be in your hands. You simply take what messages you wish from the cards and use them to go forward with more guidance and purpose. With that said, let's see what your cards are. Day 1, the Queen of Cups. Day 2, the Six of Swords. Day 3, the Four of Cups. Day 4, the Knight of Swords in reverse. Day 5, the Knight of Cups. Day 6, the Ace of Swords. Day 7, the Six of Pentacles in reverse. And for the overall week, the Page of Pentacles. So, day 1, today, the Queen of Cups. This card represents love and compassion, intuition, emotional intelligence, and stability. The Queen of Cups is one of the most intuitive characters of the tarot, floating in her dreamlike state of spiritual connection. She asks you how well your emotions have been serving you lately, and remind you that you have the ability to connect on a much deeper level. Feel and accept your emotional intuition. Listen closely as a way to understand what is truly going on, and ensure that other people feel heard when you communicate with them. Devote time to their emotional cues and see the divine beauty in all of life's experiences. It takes both sun and shadow to make the ocean floor sparkle. Perhaps on your travels today, you haven't taken the time to deeply connect with people you've met along the way. Perhaps this is because you've been constantly on the move today. Alternatively, perhaps it is your mind that has been moving non-stop, and you have been too deep in internal thought to devote your time to the recognition of others' emotions. In this case, this card is a sign that it is now time to open your intuitive heart and express a deep love. The Six of Swords is for tomorrow, day 2, representing transitions, change, rites of passage, and letting go of the past and moving on from trauma. You will be moving through a period of realignment, and things can feel turbulent during these times of transition. Trust that a better future awaits you on the other side of this change. Maybe you'll go through a rite of passage, or an intense spiritual transformation. These experiences are profoundly personal, and you may even feel alone during them. Even when it is difficult to accept assistance from others, remain open to receiving help from the most unexpected of places. Allow the gentle support of the universe to move through this ocean of evolution and lean towards the silver linings on the horizon. Sometimes we find ourselves adrift because we think we are ready to move on, but our heart is still anchored in the past. Ask yourself today, what old chapter needs to be closed? Chase guidance in the form of renewed hope, and get ready to explore fresh beginnings on the opposite shore. Day 3 is the Four of Cups, representing the missing of opportunities for abundance, a time to meditate, frustration and boredom, a lack of appreciation for what you have, and apathy. If you find yourself unsatisfied or frustrated with the situation you find yourself in on this day, know that you are likely missing the vibrant landscapes that are just beyond your peripheral vision. Often we become so focused on our own internal perspectives that our feelings about a situation can prevent us from noticing the arrival of extraordinary opportunities and remarkable things. If you remain open to shifting ever so slightly in order to see your situation in a fantastic new light, you will learn that the present moment is filled with the most dynamic magic. Instead of focusing on what you don't have, focus on what you do. Even better, spend energy focusing your thoughts on the experiences that you will create in the future, perhaps taking the time to meditate and slow your mind will show you that life is better than it seems. It's up to you to shift into the abundances available to you on this day. Day 4 is the Knight of Swords in reverse. This represents unfocused or scattered energy, impatience, rashness, feeling held back by frustrating circumstances, being hard-edged, and being emotionally unavailable. On this day, ask yourself, are you bringing your belief and competitive assertiveness to your situation? How determined are you to accomplish this and to charge ahead with your quick thinking and strategic decision-making? Remember to strive for excellence each and every day. But remember that with all-powerful energies, you may run the risk of being overly forceful or domineering. Be careful not to hurt others with your impatience to win. If you are feeling scattered, distracted, or blocked on this day, spend time organizing your thoughts and make sure that all your energy is hurtling in the same direction. Day 6, the Ace of Swords, representing new ideas, clarity, truth revealed, awareness, and heightened states of consciousness, communication, and victory. Massive clarity is on the way. A new door will be opening up for you on this day. likely unveiling a life-changing idea or a significant spiritual breakthrough. Expect moments of lucidity to pierce your awareness and to reveal a totally fresh vision of the future. As this essence spirals into comprehension, use this time to see things as they really are and to tune into new beginnings. The quiet insight of the unconscious mind is being made available to you, so you may experience a rapid expansion as your conscious mind integrates this newfound information. Know that nothing can compete with the fierce rays of wisdom and truth. So if you are finding yourself clouded with judgment or with stalled thinking, it's time to seek the brightly lit energy of honesty. Gather your discernment, your intellect, your logic and your insight, and clearly communicate the truth that is bubbling up to be witnessed. Day 7, the last day of your coming week, and it is the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. This represents a one-way flow of abundance, whether that be overgiving or receiving, hoarding or holding on to what you have, choosing not to help or being uncharitable, selfishness, ulterior motives, and an inability to accept help. On this day, remember that being open to give to others and to receive from others are states that we all must cultivate. This card asks you to experience this consciously. Ask yourself, how does helping others make you feel? It feels good, right? Gifting your time, money, and energy to someone else will open up the floodgates of new resources coming your way. Be generous with what you have learned and remain conscious of the flow of abundance from the universe. Consider these sacred dualities: learning and teaching, receiving and giving, accepting and offering. Open your heart to this sacred balance of energy and fill in any gaps you have around scarcity and abundance. It will imbue your life with compassion and generosity and usher in new states of prosperity. Donating your energetic resources to help others will be life-changing for those in need. Choose a cause that moves your soul and watch your feelings of prosperity shift. I believe that this card warns you against allowing your state of tiredness on this day to feed into a selfish habit. Remain open to helping those around you and show gratitude for your life through generosity and compassion. And finally, for your overall week, we have the Page of Pentacles. This card represents the manifesting of new opportunities, good news, ambitions, skills, and training, financial opportunities, new career paths, and making plans a reality. Pay close attention to the artwork of the card here. The Page of Pentacles holds her mandala with a curious heart and roots into bedrock to begin understanding the manifesting of essence that we all hold. We activate practical magic with our hopes, and we pull energy up from the earth to bring it to form. Progress happens one life stage at a time, and you must anchor into the details while simultaneously keeping your head in the clouds to dream. There may be pieces that still need to fall into alignment, but that doesn't mean that they aren't going to arrive. You're in the perfect place to figure out how to make your prosperity a reality. Seek confidence and dependability, and remember that you hold this power no matter where you stand today. New perspectives and upgrades of consciousness are on the way, so use your plans for the future and expedite its arrival. And remember, you can be practical and realistic and still run ahead to meet your dreams. So, there is your reading for the coming week, traveller. An interesting week, one filled with plenty of driving and creative energies, but a tiring week too. However, as long as you push on and continue to focus your energies into productive endeavours, your hard work will pay off. Please collect the cards and shuffle the deck once more in preparation for the next reading, and I shall note down these cards for you so you can take it with you and think back on it as the week goes on, if you feel like you need the guidance. As you shuffle the cards, traveller, think about a specific question or query you would like guidance on. Perhaps something has been on your mind for some time, a tough decision to make that you'd appreciate a new perspective upon. Focus on this query as you shuffle the cards. Direct your energy into the deck once more. Keep repeating the question in your mind or the situation that plays on your thoughts. You can close your eyes if you wish. Cut out all other thoughts. Just clear your mind of other distractions for a bit. That's it. Just shut them out. Just as this cottage keeps out the storm, allow your mind to close off these trailing thoughts. And whenever you wish, just pass the deck back to me. Many people come to me for this kind of reading. Usually some kind of problem is troubling them, and they seek the guidance of the spirits. The reading has 7 cards in the spread. The first is for the past, the second for the present, the third for hidden influences, the fourth for the querent, in this case, you, the fifth for the attitude of others, the sixth for what the querent should do, and the final one is for the likely outcome. You're done. Waited for me to finish my little explanation. How kind. Well, let's see then. Your first card, your past, is the Devil in reverse. This represents release, freedom from addiction, liberation, not wanting to see your own role in a negative circumstance, realizing that you are giving power away, feeling helpless and breaking chains. Now, this card could represent a multitude of things. It could be showing that in your past you are being called to a higher version of yourself, but first needed to let go of an unhealthy attachment or other limiting contributors. This could have been an addiction, an unhealthy habit, lifestyle choice, or relationship. This could also indicate that you consciously went went into your deepest, darkest places. Perhaps you sought to understand your own inner shadows so you could release or integrate them into your life more constructively. However, if you went into your darkest places unconsciously, or even with resistance, you may have entered a period of anxiety or depression, maybe even experienced some dark thoughts. This may also be a sign that you are hiding your darkest self from others and keeping it a secret. Perhaps you had an addiction, fantasy, or habit that you didn't want others to know about. This may have been because of embarrassment or even guilt. The next card, your present, is Justice. This represents natural law, balance, karma, truth, wisdom, legal matters, fairness, cause and effect, integrity, objectivity, and accountability. Justice asks you to learn from your past experiences, the good and the bad. Take it all and grow from it. This energy is not about perfection, but about fairness and honesty. It highlights clarity of motivation and intentions, and it asks you to be realistic about the cause and effect of your thoughts and actions. Seek to balance your growth with both positivity and shadow, and learn from the many different parts of you. In the current situation, be impartial as you reframe your reality and work to remove any negative emotional charge from the equation. If fear is causing you to act in a way that you aren't proud of, seek a variety of perspectives before judging another person's actions as good or bad. The only true path ahead of you is not one that is necessarily black or white, but it is always, always one of love. This card might mean you are being called to account for your current actions and will be judged accordingly. If you have acted in alignment with your higher self, then you have nothing to worry about. If this worries you, then know that a level of compassion and understanding accompany justice, and whilst you may have done something you regret, this suggests that you will be treated fairly and without bias. Be ready to take responsibility for your actions and make yourself accountable for the ensuing consequences. And if you are seeking justice, this card is a positive sign that the justice you seek will be served soon. This card may also be indicating that you are in the process of making an important decision that will undoubtedly have long-term effects. In this case, justice is calling for you to weigh up your options and choose the one most in alignment with your higher self, and to trust your intuition, but also be prepared to justify and be held accountable for the choice that you make. If you think you cannot justify the choice you wish to make, dive deeper into yourself, sort the shadow from the light, and stand in a place of integrity and strength. The next card is the Chariot, a third major arcana card. The energies of this reading are strong. This card is for your hidden influences. It represents victory, speed, action, determination, harnessing and uniting opposing energies, success, confidence, and control. The universe constantly gifts us the opportunity to become the person we want to be. It's a magical time for taking the inspired action. Push ahead with willpower and determination, because you will get there. Remember, inaction is the same as deciding to stay still. The Chariot reminds you that while you are on the way to your goal, you need to make decisions about your best path forward. If you feel pulled in two different directions, know that you will be able to coax both of these energies towards the same target. Charging ahead without paying attention to your path can sometimes be harmful to those in your wake. So take care not to trample on others on your way up the mountain. Choose the thing you really want. Focus your efforts and move swiftly. If you aren't sure what direction you want to go in, then it's time to make some plans, align goals, and spark dreams. Seeing this in a reading is always a sign of encouragement. Your inner energies are now channeling to bring your desires to fruition. As this is your hidden influences, this may mean that your hidden influence is driving you forward with the power and confidence that the Chariot brings. This next card is you, and it is the Two of Swords. This represents a crossroads, making a difficult choice, opposing ideas or opinions, choosing the best route of action, and memory and thought. Do you know that feeling of not knowing? It's time to make a choice, and it may seem like you are between a rock and a hard place. If you can't decide which way to go, it's because you can't see the bigger picture yet. The Two of Swords is whispering that you must move in one direction. Close your eyes and listen to your internal guidance system for your map. If your intuition has fallen unusually silent, it's asking you to trust yourself and your ability to discern and decide. Even in blindness, you already know the best way forward. When you act, the future will reveal itself, and it will help you move towards your dream. Have faith that the universe is serving you the right experience. At the crossroads of duality, your analysis and overthinking will just get you buried in the quicksand of a million possible endings. So, find peace of mind by trusting your judgment. This absolutely clarifies to me that you are in the process of making a decision, one that will have long-lasting consequences in your life. A decision that I hope this reading can help you with. The attitude of others is shown to be the Emperor in reverse, another major arcana card. This card represents unchecked power, being overly pragmatic and rigid, corruption, selfishness, defensiveness, a desire for control, and being stubborn. This is a sign that others may look to you as their leader or as an expert in the field, but for some reason you are shying away from the role. This may be because you fear being seen as the leader, or simply wish to stay out of the spotlight. People may see you as stubborn and rigid right now due to this decision you are contemplating. Perhaps you have already set yourself on a certain path, and those around you may think another way may be best. Perhaps they think you are not open to discussion and are being defensive. Make sure to open yourself up to those around you. Only through a diversity of opinions and perspectives can you make the best decision. This next card guides you on what you should do. It is the Ace of Wands in reverse. This represents feeling uninspired, creative blocks, the mind needing rest, unfocused energy resulting in burnout, and a time to bolster faith in yourself. This card again shows a stagnation of purpose within you. To remedy this, focus on where your true passions lie. There's no point in pursuing a goal that does not fulfill you. Take some serious time to contemplate what you aspire to and what you want out of this situation. The Emperor in reverse from before shows that you may be blocking out your feminine energies, which is blocking your unification of body, mind, and spirit. These two cards combined certainly encourage you to take some time to connect with your inner and higher self and listen deeply to your intuition and heart. Finally, the likely outcome of this situation, if your energies continue as they are. The Five of Cups in reverse. This represents not letting go of past trauma, old stories that become a part of you, callousness, and becoming jaded. This card shows me that all this pressure you are putting on yourself in this situation will eventually begin to overwhelm you, and you will begin to struggle under the sheer weight of it all. I feel like pulling a final card will really solidify this, so I ask the spirits for some clarification with this last card. The Ten of Wands, representing taking on too much, an opportunity to free yourself from heavy burdens, obligations, finding yourself close to a successful outcome, the need to prioritize, and a sign to keep going. Right, so this is telling me that you most certainly need to open yourself up to those around you and allow the burden that is on you to be spread amongst them. Doing this will lead to a better outcome for this situation. This extra weight off your shoulders will allow you to dive deeper into your own intuition and desires, allowing you to properly assess what you face. So, those are your readings done, traveller. I do hope that this helps you and has given you plenty to think upon. It is late now. You don't mind sharing a bed, I hope. Hey there, thank you for watching this video, but just before it ends, I'd like to take this chance to thank all my disciples of Jesus Christ patrons. If you'd also like to support me, you can check the links below. But until the next time, take care of yourself, have a good day or night, and I'll see you in the next video.